Hello and welcome to the Brain Unchained official launch day. We're back with another video and it's here. Like I said, I've been so excited about today. There is a lot of celebration going on over in the Facebook group. And if you want to find your way over there, depending on where you're seeing this video, there's either a link underneath or go and find the link on the website, kayreeve.co.uk. Now, I spoke earlier with Tosin about the book title. Remember, Tosin got really excited about the book title because my son Matthew helped choose it. And I have Matthew here on the camera with me now. Hi, Matthew.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. So, Matthew, yes, thank you so much for, I'm going to say, to be honest, I know it's a very difficult journey. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. But
Very much so.
this book is inspired by the journey you went through with depression. And I know it was a very long, difficult, very tough journey. But when I actually finally found a way through making the emotions what I call a visible concept, so basically making the emotional cycle a visible concept, how did that feel for you when you finally started to learn emotional awareness?
It certainly made a very large difference in my life, that's for certain. Because starting off with first memories of being chronically depressed, you don't really understand much, you don't feel much, you just bogged down in every aspect of life. So to be able to have a book that helps guide and understand through those emotions is a giant step forwards.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. I think for you and I, it's easy to say we wish we'd have had a book like this. Your
Yes.
journey might have changed a lot sooner, but I didn't have it. I actually had to develop this as we went along. And I think that was one of the biggest things that helped bring us back together was the lessons in this book. And it did take a long time. And I can only apologize to you as a mum that I didn't think of this sooner. But at the same time, it has been a really successful journey for us from there forward. And I know originally I started this just to help you, and it began with a simple conversation about the colours on here. So I won't go too much into it today, but we started talking about the colours in terms of your emotions, and it very quickly sort of evolved to this, recognizing, do you know what, actually there is a way to teach emotional awareness. We can actually see it, because I think you really struggled with concepts, didn't you? Like if you couldn't see something, you found it difficult to understand at the time. So yeah, it was really, really good to do that. And I from a mum's point of view, really, really felt so much more empowered to help you once I had a little toolkit to come and talk to you with, to share with you, and to help you through that journey. But yeah, I'm going to thank you because you have believed in me so much for probably about the last 5 years while we've put this together. It's taken a long time. Although the book was written before Christmas, it's taken about 5 years to develop the concepts in it. And you've been a tremendous test subject, is all I can say, and a very successful one. I'm very proud of you. I am very proud of you.
I'm the guinea pig then, squeak, squeak.
Brilliant. So yeah, when we talked about the title, Brain Unchained, we said about the concept of being stuck in a rut, which was where you were, like living in a world of darkness in your mind. And I'm just thinking, actually, can I share something? Can I share with everybody a diagram, a little picture you drew once about your mind?
Go for it.
I think if
It's
I
going to be
go
a real
down
pleasure.
here to, sorry, I have to get my thumb in the way of the branding here. Other thing. If I just share this. This was a mind map. I said to Matthew, I think he
Yeah.
was about 10 years old when you did this. And I said to him about Matthew, I said, I wish I could get inside your head today. And I said, just draw me a picture of what's going on your head. I need to know.
Well, I
And
was going to
then,
say that's not mine, but I can see my name in the top corner. So,
yeah, this is yours. Sorry, no denying
oh
it.
dear, I didn't
Um,
remember that.
see, I've still got a copy of it. But yeah, Matthew drew this head, and you were quite artistic actually. It was quite good. But you'd written across the top uncontrollable thoughts, and you'd put in the middle of it blank, and then everything else was like this big pool of despair in the bottom of the brain, and thoughts pouring out at the back, and it was just like you couldn't contain it. It was just pouring out. And we sat down this day and we just literally redesigned the map, didn't we? So we turned the blank and filled it with love and fun, and uncontrollable we took off the And I can't remember what I can't, it's so small, I can't read the other bit on the back. But yeah, I'll take that back off again. But basically, why I wanted to share that is because it gives an insight into what you were dealing with in your head, even from a young age. Because for you, the depression started really early. And I know that was tied in with the Asperger's and being out having to struggle with the concept of the diagnosis of Asperger's as well, and trying to accept the differences with that. And that created, I know, a lot of emotional challenges for you on top of being a normal teenager. I mean, let's face it, in today's world, I mean, it's tough enough going from childhood to teenager, having to take all your school options and exams, dealing with all the social problems at school, trying to communicate with teachers and with parents, then
Yeah.
trying to move from teenager into adulthood, trying to move into college, find a job, then starting to build your own romantic relationships,
Oh,
trying to find a house, learning to drive. It's like, oh my God, that is just so overwhelming and so much to deal with. And I think we forget how much, as adults, a teenager has to do in a short space of years. Literally, from the age of 13 to 19 is just 6 years of being a teenager. But wow, what a lot. You're legally allowed to get married in there, start drinking at 18. It's just like mind blowing how much can change in those short 6 years for a teenager. And
yeah.
then trying to learn to manage all your emotions around it with all the hormonal challenges as well. And then when you had the additional challenge of the Asperger's on top, and for somebody else, it might be family problems, they might be having abuse, they might be on uh, alcohol or substance abuse as well because of the struggles, mixing with the wrong friends, and then they get into all other addictions like gaming and stuff like that, and it just becomes overwhelming. How
Yes.
are they meant to find the way through that? And I know for you, you had a really good family life. You were fortunate. At least I think we gave you a good family life. I'd like to say we did.
You did.
Thank you. And it was just like, how are you meant to find your way through all of that? And for you, even for you to have depression with all the family support behind you, is that I can't even begin to imagine how difficult it is, you know, from teenagers from broken families or living with siblings who are bullying them all the time. I know you had your sister to deal with, but I think she was more of a source of entertainment for us a lot of the time,
That's
bless
whole
her.
new book material there.
Yeah. So this is it. This is how we do it. We
Yeah.
found a way. After all of that struggle, for us, it was just that little bit too sort of too intense for us. But we want to save you from that. We don't want you have to go through the same challenge. We want to make this journey easier. Or if you've already been going through that journey, stop. Get a book. Go and get a
Yes.
copy now and start working through it. This is like an exercise. Oh, actually, this is the full color version. So if you buy the full color, you get the color diagrams. But the black and white one is slightly less, but they're all on Amazon. Um, but it's more like an exercise book. So all the way through the book, you'll get little areas to fill in, lots of questions to help you think through. There's a parent toolbox at the at the end of each category or section as well. So that'll help parents to work through the book with a teenager or young adult. And there are some tremendous tips and tricks and strategies in here, just breaking this all down. Absolutely. Turning life into a strategy, right? I have
Yes.
a saying, mastering life is about mastering change. And this book teaches you how to master change. So if your emotions changed, what changed? When you know what changed, what was the root cause? When you know the root cause, you can then assess your options for overcoming those barriers and returning your emotions back to a better state. And that's the method I've taught Matthew over time. And if Matthew, even now as a young adult, you've got your own family to deal with,
Yes.
little Lily, bless her, she's a challenge on her own, isn't she?
Oh,
A
no kidding.
lovable, adorable challenge. But you know, even now, sometimes you ring me up and you're stuck. But because I've got the system in my head as well, in fact, everything I do, I think about this system. Um, I'm able to then use the system to talk you through things as well when you get stuck. So it's great to know it as a family, as you know, as a parent and child. So for everybody, if you want a copy of this book, get over on Facebook group today, come and join us, go and find a copy on Amazon, go to the website kayreeve.co.uk, and thank you so much for coming and joining us today, Matthew.
You're
Also,
welcome.
it's great to have you here, and we'll see you all in the group. But well done for inspiring me. Love you to bits, and I'm so proud of how you've come through. And you're doing an amazing job with your little girl. And for anyone who hasn't realised, she's in the book, bless her. My granddaughter inspired me, right? I've got to share this with you before we go. There's a little picture in the back of the book, right? Don't ever let anyone tell you your goals are out of reach. And she got on this little step stool, bless her, and was determined to reach Matthew's pull-up bars. And she did not care how far out of reach they are. She was not going to give up, was she? And yeah, but you can be inspired by the most amazing moments around you. And you are doing an amazing job with her and paying it forward. And that's what we want everybody else to do. Pay it forward. Get a copy. As Tosin says, get a copy for somebody else as well. Give it as a gift. You can get on Amazon. And even in this world, if they want a paperback copy, send it in the post directly from Amazon. You know, you don't have to have it delivered to you and take it round. You can send it from Amazon. If you want to send it today and you think it's really urgent, they get a copy and they say, we want it, I can't afford it. Get on Amazon. You can send it to them via a mobile phone or whatever. You can send it as a gift that way over the Kindle download. But whatever you do, pay it forward, because paying it forward is actually the concept of how people paid it forward to help me. I've paid it forward to help Matthew. And together we've realised the importance of paying that forward to the world, haven't we?
I shall continue to pay it forwards.
You're a star. I love you, and I'm absolutely so proud of you for supporting me with this book and the importance of sharing our story.
How could I not, after you supported me for so many years?
Oh, love you to bits, and thank you to everybody. We'll see you over in the Facebook group or over on Amazon, and we'll be back with some more events this afternoon. Go and check out what's on and come and join us in the group. Bye bye, everybody.
Take care.